is behind the consortium for the America's Cup.
And that's not all. I've been offered a place on the team.
Did you accept?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'd better get Bill to bring me up to date on what's been happening to the production schedule while I've been away.
You haven't got anything to say about it?
Oh, what do you expect me to say?
Well, congratulations.
Well, that depends how it's going to affect me and the yacht.
I'd like you to get involved. When you finish the schedule, perhaps we could discuss it all in depth with Emma. She's coming at 11.
Emma?
We are going to have to work closely with her.
No, you're going to have to work closely with her, not me. She knows nothing about building boats.
With her experience at the Department of Ship Science, she knows a good deal more than you give her credit for. We're going to need her input.
Input? You mean her bloody computers, don't you?
Oh, don't start that, Jack.
No, you're the one who started by going behind my back.
No, I didn't. I told you I thought it would be a good idea to give Emma a position.
Yes, but I didn't agree. Look, Tom, I'm not surprised that Edward Freer wants you on that team, because I happen to think you're one of the best designers around here. But don't expect me to get involved and then sit back and watch Emma turn this yard into a Star Wars laboratory. I mean, it's not on, not after 40 years. To Emma, the America's Cup is just another project. But to me, Tom, as I've told you many times before, this yard is my life.
What course do you think leisure cruise should take?
Well, now we've gone public, I think we should consolidate before even considering manufacturing.
And Ken Masters disagrees.
Yes, that's why I requested the meeting, Sir Edward.
Oh, I don't really see how I could be of any assistance.
Well, I think you might find a way after I've given you a full insight into the company.
Oh, I'm well aware of leisure cruise, Sarah. Otherwise, I wouldn't have offered a bridging loan.
And how well aware are you of Ken?
Oh, he's bright, ambitious.
Yes, some people might say too ambitious.
Oh?
And he isn't the type to give up easily. You ask Jan, she was close enough to him at one time to know.
Well, that shouldn't be necessary. You evidently know. I don't see any need to trouble Jan. Do you?
No. No, it must be difficult enough for her having to cope with Ken. He hasn't got over their relationship.
Unfortunate.
It's just an observation. But I don't think he's even accepted the relationship's over.
I see. Well, it might be wise for you to continue to observe the situation. Keep me informed. For Ken's sake, as well as your own. After all, we don't want Ken carried away by his ambition.
Oh, he won't. As long as he incorporates my views into the company.
Oh, I think Ken's shrewd enough to do that.
And if not?
Anything can be changed by the stroke of a pen.
Right, take it up to 3,000 revs and catwalk it into the wind. But take it easy.
I've arranged our return flight.
For when?
Wednesday. And I booked you into the Renshaw Clinic.
Oh, Charles.
Now, I don't want any arguments. You need somewhere to convalesce.
Does it have to be the Renshaw?
Yes, it does. Not having you stay anywhere but the best. Well, how are you feeling?
Spoilt.
Good. You deserve it.
Oh, while you were away arranging the flights, I had a phone call from England. From Abby, Gerald's daughter. She said she was returning your call and that she wants to arrange a meeting with you. What's all that about?
Oh, I've wanted to tell you this before. Just didn't know how. Abby isn't Gerald's daughter. I didn't find out the truth myself until quite recently. Polly told me. She and I were up at Cambridge together. I'm Abby's father.
Good morning. Or is it? I saw Jack on my way in.
What did he have to say for himself?
Not a lot.
I'm not surprised. He won't be sitting in on the meeting.
He did say that. Loud and clear.
Coffee?
Thanks. He obviously didn't react too well to the news.
He's been under a lot of pressure recently, and anyhow, he's not the sort of bloke to welcome change, even on a good day.
How was dinner?
All right.
Has Jan named the day?
Not yet.
Does that make it easier or more difficult for you? Waiting for it to happen? I mean, you were married to her.
You're not upset because I had dinner with her, right?
No, not upset. And it's not only Jan.
Well, you don't have to be concerned about Avril.
No, I'm not. I'm concerned about me. I know that might sound selfish, but it's also a good defense mechanism.
Defense? Against what?
Against getting hurt. Guy, I understand you've been worried about Avril and Jan.
I am still close to both of them.
Is that why you're hesitant to get too deeply involved?
I want our relationship to work. But with the accident, on top of Jan and Sir Edward, it's all so close. You understand that?
What do you think of the boat's performance then?
You certainly moves. What do you think of mine?
Well, I hand it to you. You did a lot better than I thought you would.
Think you'd be interested in giving me a shot at racing?
Steady on. You've only just got your provisional license.
Won't be long before I got a full one.
Yeah, in order to qualify, you've got to start getting results.
I'll get results, Ken.
You've got to enter first.
I already have.
Well, let's see the results and we'll take it from there.
So, in effect, they won't have broken their contract. I will, by missing the deadline.
Well, you are in a corner then, aren't you?
I'll find a way out.
If there's anything I can do to help,
Thanks, but I prefer to deal with this independently.
I respect you for that. Unfortunate about this evening. Entertaining must be the furthest thing from your mind at the moment.
It's not a priority, no.
And what about our own plans? Have you given any more thought to them?
Yes, I have, but there's something I'd like to discuss with you first.
Concerning what?
The America's Cup, Edward. And Abby.
Oh, that's what's bothering you. I knew there was something. Why didn't you say?
Why didn't you?
Never occurred to me.
Well, it should have, Edward.
You're quite right. I thought you had enough on your mind with all these business problems you've been having. I shouldn't keep pressurizing you. It's a difficult time.
It's a difficult decision.
Not too difficult, I hope.
No, I didn't mean it in that way, but I've got my family to consider. I have to sort my business out.
But when all that's over, you're not totally opposed to the idea?
No, of course not.
I hope you're not so transparent in your business negotiations, my darling. I think you've given your answer.
You are incorrigible, Edward.